All right, so when ceramic coating a vehicle, there is a few things you need to consider. First of all, the prep work is everything. Prep work is actually what makes the ceramic coating last. Without proper prep, your ceramic coating will not last. I repeat, it will not last. First of all, you need to polish the vehicle. At least give it a polish. It doesn't have to be a full paint correction. At least let the pad just touch the panel, go over it once or twice. That's all it needs. Secondly, you need some isopropyl alcohol before even starting with the ceramic coating. So I just have my high quality 300 and something GSM towel, isopropyl alcohol. I already polished this car. This car is fully polished. I'm gonna spray some on, wipe it off. This is gonna ensure all residue is left. All the residue from the polish has gone away. There's no fillers. It's gonna ensure no waxes is left behind. So the ceramic coating actually lasts. So I'm gonna go around the whole car, spraying this on and wiping it off. This isopropyl alcohol I just get from my local pharmacy. They sell it in 100 milliliters, and then I dilute it like 1 to 5, 1 to whatever feels right. Now that the whole car has been fully prepped with isopropyl alcohol, these towels can go into a wash. I won't be using them again. Whew, look at that shine. But what we will be doing is grabbing our ceramic coating. Let's do unboxing. To wear gloves. I don't wear the glove to protect my hand or anything. I wear it so I don't leave any residue and marks behind, which is important for the ceramic coating, and it helps a lot. Ceramic coating of choice is Naziol. We all love Naziol. I love Naziol. I've been using Naziol since starting out, which was basically 2 years ago. This is a 3-year coating, and this costs about 1,800, 1,700. The reason I love Naziol is because the product actually stands to what they market as. This will last you longer than 3 years if you look after it. It comes with nice supplies, with like the gloves, 2 cloths, even stickers. Another coating, please make sure you have 2 cloths. They even color code them light and dark, so I know which is which. I'm not a fan of using an applicator block that they usually give you with these little cloths. I'm a fan of using these big blocks. It's just much more efficient for me, and it works out much easier for me, the application. In general, a full ceramic coating should take you no longer than an hour and 15 minutes, maybe an hour and a half if you're taking very long. With 2 people, you can crush this in 30-40 minutes. So once again, I am quite a big fan of working in big sections, so I will do half of this hood and then panel by panel going after that. Let me just put this light. So if you're using a new pad block like this, make sure you prime it properly, meaning just go over it nicely everywhere. I like to crush it in a bit, and that is good enough to be primed. So when using a block like this, I'll usually only prime the outer edge properly, because that is actually what I'm going to be using. I'm moving this way, and you're wasting product if you put it in the middle. So it's as simple as, if you think it needs a bit more product, put yourself a bit more product. Go in crisscross patterns, so you go once this way, just so you make sure you miss no areas. That is half the hood. I like to put my block in this box they give with you, just to keep it clean, and always make sure to close this or it will dry up. So we've all heard of flashing times. Flashing times means how long it takes before you have to wipe it off with your first cloth. As you guys can see, it's starting to make lines, and it's starting to make bubbles like this. That bubbles means it's starting to flash. So it's often about 30 seconds to a minute, depends how hot it is, depends the environment. But today, it seems I've waited about 30 seconds, and I'm gonna give it my first wipe. Please make sure to wipe in circular, and then when going over edges, go over it and then bring it backwards. See those bubbles? That means it is doing its job. It's actually oxidizing. So this first cloth is what we use to level it. So now we are just leveling the coating, meaning there's no high spots and no uneven spots. Then you might think, because you might have gone too far on the application, and it's good to wipe everything off. With our second cloth, which is, they mark it as the darker one, which is a bit more softer, and we're actually going to buff off the rest of the residue so there's no residue left. That is literally all it took to coat this half of the car. We're going to continue. I'll probably put you guys on a time lapse all the way around. This coating in specific can be used on trim, plastics, headlights, tail lights, everything. I use this on everything besides windows. Windows has its own specific class coating. But yeah, when you guys do notice a high spot, which is very common, meaning you didn't wipe it off properly, all you take is a bit of compound or polish, you put it on the point of a cloth and you rub it. Make sure you do it if you see any, because it is very important to remove them. If you don't remove them in probably the first 24-48 hours, it will be on the car forever, which does not look great at all. So it's currently raining, but just a good practice to do. After a few panels, I recommend just taking your cloth, folding it, and then you basically have 8 clean sides. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you keep folding it using a quarter so it doesn't really streak up as easily. So I just left a few high spots just to show you guys what it would look like. That is what we call high spot, and it doesn't rub off. It looks like scratches here, but that's just a very fine one. Here's a very good example. Here as well. This is a high spot, and that is high spots. So to polish it off, to remove it, you just polish it off. You can either use a cloth. What I'm gonna do is use the machine quickly to polish all these marks off. And trust me, it's not nice removing this. So try not having this on the vehicle, because it is such a pain. All right, so I just polished over the marks like you would polish over anything else. And remember, it is abrasive, so it removed the previous ceramic coating. So make sure you wipe it again with isopropyl alcohol, and then we're gonna reapply the ceramic coating over the parts that we just polished out. All right, here we have the results. I mean, look what a one-step paint creation and a ceramic coating can really do. Customers are often happy with just a service like this. You don't always have to go all the way beyond their expectations. So yeah. Is gonna cure for at least 24 to 48 hours. So always let your customer know, or your client, always let your client know that they can go drive it. Keep it out of rain though, keep it out of direct sunlight. Try parking like in shade, and just look after it. I mean, if you look after it, the coating will look after you. So